He had decided no one would ever take his bread for free, until the day his own son couldn't eat any. What he learned that night, he carried for the rest of his life. Kareem ran the only bakery on the narrow street, and every evening he did the same thing. He took the leftover bread, sometimes a little stale, sometimes slightly burnt, and threw it straight into the gutter behind his shop. Not to the stray dog that waited there every night, not to the old woman who sometimes lingered near the corner, pretending not to watch, to the gutter, where no one could take it for free. "If I give it away," he told his wife once, "people will stop buying. Why pay when they can wait for me to throw it out?" His wife never argued. She had learned long ago that Kareem's fear ran deeper than logic could reach. Even the stray dog gave up after a while, learning that Kareem would shoo it away before it got close enough to smell the bread. The old woman stopped lingering too. Kareem noticed and felt something like relief. No one expecting anything from him, no one taking what was his. His son, Hamza, was 7, quiet and watchful, the kind of child who noticed everything and said little. Some evenings he'd stand near the gutter and watch his father dump the bread, his small face unreadable. "Why don't we give it to the dog, Abba?" he asked once. "Because nothing in this world is free, remember that." Hamza remembered. He simply didn't agree, though he never said so again. Then one winter, a fever swept through the narrow street, the kind that moved house to house without ask permission. Hamza caught it first. For 3 days, he barely opened his eyes, his small body burning, refusing every spoon of food his mother offered. Kareem sat by his bed each night, gripping his son's hand, realizing for the first time that all the bread in his shop, all the coins in his box, meant nothing if this fever didn't break. On the 4th night, when Hamza finally stirred and asked weakly for something to eat, the kitchen had nothing soft enough for his weak stomach. Nothing but stale, hardened bread from days ago, the kind Kareem would have thrown away without a second thought. A knock came at the door. It was the old woman from the corner, the one who used to linger near the gutter. In her hand she held a small bowl of warm, softened bread soaked in milk and honey, gentle enough for a sick child to swallow. "I heard your boy was unwell," she said simply. "This is easy on the stomach. My grandchildren loved it when they were small." Kareem stood frozen in the doorway. This was the same woman he had quietly watched for, made invisible, pushed away from his gutter so she'd take nothing from him. And here she was, at his door, asking nothing in return. "Why would you help us?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "I never gave you anything." She looked at him with neither anger nor pity, only a tired, knowing patience. "You didn't have to give me anything for me to care if your son lives, brother. That's not how it works for people like me." Hamza ate slowly that night, the warmth returning color to his small face. Kareem sat beside him, the woman's words settling into a place in his chest that had been closed for years. The next morning, Kareem stood at the gutter where he had thrown away bread for years. The stray dog was there, half hopeful, half expecting to be chased off again. Kareem knelt down instead and placed a piece of bread gently on the ground. By evening, he had set a small basket outside his shop for anyone who needed it. No questions, no conditions. The old woman walked by that night and saw it, and for the first time in years she smiled at him without looking away. Kareem never became a rich man. His shop never grew larger than that narrow street could hold. But something in him grew that no coin ever could. The understanding that the things he had guarded so tightly were never truly his to hoard in the first place. Hamza grew up remembering 2 versions of his father, the one who once said nothing in this world is free, and the one who knelt by a gutter and gave a hungry dog its first meal in years. He chose to remember the second one. That winter taught Kareem that what we refuse to share doesn't disappear. It simply waits, quietly, for the moment we finally understand what we almost lost.